What's up everyone? Today we are going to be talking about how to choose the gender of your baby. Some couples want to know how to select the sex of their baby because of family balancing. Maybe they already have like a male child and then they want a female child just to experience the joys of having both genders. Well, other couples, especially in our culture, they want to select the sex of their baby because, male heir. For whatever reasons it is, you want to know how to select the sex of your baby. You have clicked the right link, you're watching the right video, because today I'm going to be talking about 3 major methods to do this. One is the natural method, the others are with assisted technologies. I'm going to talk about the success rates individually. I'm going to talk about hospitals that do it, what countries they are done. So if you're new to this channel and you want to watch this video and you want to continue with me, please subscribe, click the subscribe button, turn on the notification button, like this video and drop a comment below. Before I delve into the details of these methods, I need you to understand some basic things. For example, a woman produces eggs that contain only 2 chromosomes, which are the X and X chromosome. X chromosome signifies the girl chromosome, Y chromosome signifies the boy chromosome. Now it is the men that produce sperm that contains the X and Y chromosome. That is, they have the girl chromosome and the boy chromosome. So it is the man that actually determines the gender of the baby. When a man and a woman have sex, the sperm goes to fertilize the egg. The sperm can either be the X sperm or the Y sperm. How this happens is, the eggs obviously release X chromosome. The man can either release X chromosome, which will make it XX, a girl child, or Y chromosome, which will make it XY, a boy child. Also, the Y chromosome has some characteristics that differentiates it from the X chromosome. For example, the Y chromosome is smaller in weight than the X chromosome. The Y chromosome is smaller in size than the X chromosome. The Y chromosome swims faster than the X chromosome. The Y chromosome has a shorter lifespan. For example, it survives in the female reproductive tract for only 3 days. Meanwhile, the X chromosome survives in the female reproductive tract for 5 days. This is getting interesting. Now this is going to bring me to the ovulation method. The ovulation method is the natural method of actually selecting your gender. And for you to be able to do this method, you have to know how to calculate your ovulation day. You have to know when your ovulation day is. And I have done a video on details, on ovulation. I will put the link to the video in the description box below. So try and check it out so that you can learn how to calculate your ovulation day. Now, by the time you know how to calculate your ovulation day, for example, if your ovulation day is day 14 of your menstruation, you remember I said in that video that have sex 5 days to your ovulation day, and that it's the best way to actually achieve pregnancy because the sperm can live in the body for 5 days, in the woman's body for 5 days. Now, remember I also said that X chromosome lives longer, lives for 5 days, while the Y chromosome lives for 3 days. So if you have sex 5 days to your ovulation day, you are most likely to get a female child. But if you have sex 3 days to your ovulation day, because 3 days to your ovulation day, you have both the Y sperm, the Y chromosome in the sperm, and the X chromosome in the sperm. You can either have a male or a female baby. But the chances of having a male baby is faster because then the Y chromosome swims faster, so it gets to the egg faster. But if you have sex on the day of your ovulation, it is going to be a boy. Because on the day of your ovulation, it is the fastest sperm that gets to the egg. And the fastest sperm is the Y chromosome. So yes, this sounds very reasonable and everything, but you should also know that it is not 100% successful. However, it's about 60% successful. So this is the natural way of actually selecting the gender of a child. I'm going to give an additional information. You know how we're always talking about how there are more females in the world than males? Well, this is not true at birth, because at birth, the male to female ratio is 106 to 100. But more male babies die in the first year of birth. And this is because the Y chromosome, which is the boy child, is lighter in weight and smaller in size. This also explains the reason there are more male baby miscarriages than female baby miscarriages. Because of that molecular weight of the Y chromosome is smaller and the size is also smaller. The next method I'm going to talk about is preimplantation genetic testing. Now, this procedure is only done with IVF, and it is the only procedure that is almost 100% successful. It is about 99-point-something% successful. Now, this, like I said, is only done with IVF, and I've explained everything about IVF on another video. I will drop the link in the description box below. In preimplantation genetic testing, what happens is, after in IVF, the egg from the woman is taken, the sperm from the man is taken, fertilization occurs outside, then the embryo is transferred back in the woman. This time around, instead of just transferring the embryo back inside the woman, what we do is in the lab, we test the embryo before transferring it. So make a hole in the shell of that embryo, take out one of its cells, then test that cell. If the cell has a Y chromosome, then it's a boy child. But if it doesn't have a Y chromosome, then it's a female child. This is the only method that is almost 100% successful. So the one that now has the Y chromosome, that is the male child, if the couple wants a male baby, you transfer that one. If the couple wants a female baby, you transfer the one that doesn't have a Y chromosome. The good news is, there are 2 clinics that I'm aware of in Nigeria that actually offer this service, that is the preimplantation genetic testing for sex selection. And one is in Abuja, the other one is in Lagos. The cost of this procedure is 2.5 to 4 million, and this is minus the cost of IVF itself. So whatever you are paying for IVF, I've talked about the costs. Like I said, the link is in the description box below. Aside the costs of the IVF itself, this pre-implantation genetic testing is 2.5 to 4 million. So it is a pretty expensive procedure, but it gives results. It's very, very effective. So the next method I'm going to talk about is called sperm sorting. Now, this method is not approved in a lot of countries, but it is very effective. In this method, the sperm is taken to the lab, and in the lab, remember I talked about the Y chromosome being the lighter chromosome and the X chromosome being the heavier one. So in the lab, there's a machine, the equipment used to do it, has 2 chambers. So the lighter sperm will be entering one chamber, the heavier sperm will be entering another chamber. So the lighter one is the boy, the heavier one is the girl. So in the end, if you want a female baby, they will now use the X chromosome, the one that is heavier. They will transfer it into the woman in a procedure called intrauterine insemination. In intrauterine insemination, what happens is that we must have been stimulating the woman's ovaries to release mature egg. So on the day of her ovulation, that's on the day she's releasing that mature egg, we've sorted out the sperm. So we now choose to transfer either the female sperm, which is the X sperm, or the male sperm, which is the Y sperm, into the woman. And in this sperm sorting, the chances of success of getting a female child is 90%. But the chances of success of getting a male child is 75%. I'm not aware of any fertility clinic in Nigeria that does sperm sorting. Meanwhile, there are other methods, like other added methods of actually selecting the sex of your child. For example, the method that says missionary style, that is when you're having sex, the man is on top of the woman, and the woman, the reason behind this is that they believe that the penis will be closer to the neck of the womb. So when the man deposits the sperm, the semen, because Y chromosome swims faster and shorter distance, it will now go fast and then get to the egg and then fertilize. I mean, I really don't buy into this missionary style and whatnot, but hey, you can try it. I mean, it's just research. There's no scientific guidelines backing this. Then another one is female orgasm. Okay, so some people believe that when you have sex with a woman to get a male child, you should allow the woman reach orgasm, because when she reaches orgasm, she releases an alkaline solution that helps the sperm to survive longer in the body. Okay, so like I said, there's no scientific backing for this. This is just a study. But there are some countries that ban sex selection. Countries like Canada, Australia, China. In the US, it is not banned, but it is not FDA approved. So some clinics in the US actually do sex selection, but some of them, those ones that do it, most of them will tell you that they will only do it if there's a genetic reason for it, or if it's for family balancing. Either ways, it just means that it is not readily available in clinics in the US. That is, if you walk into 10 clinics, about 7 of them will not offer that particular service, except there is a concrete reason for you to be doing it. So what these countries actually say is that why they don't buy into the idea of sex selection is that some of them say it's messing with God's plan. Others say it will skew the population of the country. For example, in countries where one gender is favored over the other one, so they believe that it will skew the population of that country. So yes, we've come to the end of this video for today, and if you found this informative, if you enjoyed it, please like this video, drop a comment below, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification button. See you next week.